What's up guys, welcome back to another video. It's been quite some time since my last video and I do apologize. Right when I was about to get back into making videos, I got sick and I'm still trying to get over my congested sinuses, but we'll deal with it for this video. Basically this video is just going to have a brief overview of the talents I'm using, followed by some duels. I'll do some brief commentary over them and we'll see how it turns out. And also I'm hopefully going to be uploading another video after this. I'm not sure what it's going to be quite yet, but I do want to put up more video content as I am going away on the weekend, and I did promise I wanted to put more content on the channel because it's been so long. Without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. Alright, for these duels we will be rocking the Subtlety specialization, and the talents we're running are Find Weakness, which is a new talent. I've already gone over this in a previous video. It bypasses some of their armor when we open up with Shadow Strike and Cheap Shot. We got the regular Subterfuge, Mark for Death, Elusiveness for that faint damage reduction, Prey on the Weak for increased burst damage, Dark Shadows for more increased burst damage during our Shadow Dance, and the last talent, Master of Shadows, which we gain 25 energy over 3 seconds when we Shadow Dance. My honor talents that I have chosen for this video are the regular Gladiator's Medallion, Cold Blood, Thief's Bargain, which lowers the cooldown on Vanish and gives us some more passive damage. It's actually 10% increased, I believe, but it doesn't show currently in this tooltip. And Phantom Assassin, which gives us greater critical strike chance during Dance and Stealth. In the end, I do end up swapping out Cold Blood for, I believe, Death from Above. I do like it for it's got invulnerability frames. I might go over that in the next video, actually, as why I like this talent over Cold Blood. And I'll also try and toss in a couple tips on using Shadow Blades, because some of our abilities being on the global cooldown feels quite awkward. Anyway, hopping straight into the duels. Alright, so here we have a matchup against a Destruction Warlock who I believe is using Pet Sack. I think that in order for him to have more of a chance in this fight, he would have needed Seduce from the Succubus pet in order to gain control and hopefully win this match for him. Basically, I should have just sapped this opener on this Cataclysm too, but I was just having fun, so I decided to rush him down. I go for a Cold Blood, use preemptively before I open since it's on global cooldown, and then I go for Cheap Shot into like a standard opener, trying to get my Knife Blade up, do some Shadow Strikes, and maintain my stun rotation. You'll actually see him get out of this, and he'll go for his defensive cooldowns, and he tries to gain control of the match with Death Coil there. And I don't know if you'll hear this in the audio since I'm talking, but I do try to press Cloak of Shadows, and I wasn't quite quick enough. That's also why I backed off to get that slight distance, so I would have more of a chance of getting it. But I just pressed it a little bit too slow here and I get coiled. So I decided to Trinket and then I believe Step Kick, or rather not Step Kick, press Cloak because he ended up having that wall up and I couldn't kick. I go for Blind here, and since I just cloaked and have no dots on me, I kind of hang out there for a second and kind of bait out his Trinket. I'm anticipating him to do it. So the moment he Trinkets, I'm already ready to vanish, and then basically the purpose of vanishing here is now I'm going to try and just land that sap and make sure my stun DRs are gone. And when the stun DRs are gone, which I might wait a little bit longer than normal here because I'm used to playing with stun DR add-ons, but I don't have them on the beta. I go for 90 degrees. I use Shadow Blades from Stealth because it doesn't break Stealth, and then I get that global cooldown out of the way. Sure, I lose a second on Shadow Blades, but it's not worth it over using another damaging ability, so I would rather use it before I open. And then I use Nightblade on the last 2 seconds of this sap. For those of you who don't know, standing on a 90 degree angle will allow you to still press your melee abilities, but will not trigger your auto attacks from this angle. So you can just do the dot, and then you have that 2 seconds until the dot ticks before it will break your sap. And I use Subterfuge, which I also have talented, as mentioned earlier, to start my opener off of this. I use Cheap Shot off of the sap, and I pop my Symbols of Death, my Dance, for a Cheap Shot, and that's the duel right there. Alright, before hopping into the next clip, I'll show you guys this one again, except for without the pauses. And we'll see y'all in a second. Alright, this last matchup is against a Frost Mage, and this guy's running regular blink, which means he can blink out of my stuns, so it kind of changes the matchup to the old way, where you would try to reset against the rogue and get through his vanish, cloak, trinket, land a full sheep, and then start with a big combo, have some distance, and win the duel. However, with the current changes, I think this is a little harder playstyle to do for the mage, as I have 2 shadow steps and the matchup wasn't balanced around that, and the mage is also missing deep freeze. Anyway, you'll see this mage go for a poly and I cloak it. His reaction is to block my cloak. I come off global there. I would have used those the kidney on him instead of using it on his pet to defend me from any pet nova. He comes out of ice block late, and he actually lands the pet nova anyway. So I go for a banish to deny another one of his polycasts and also break that frost nova root. Now I'm stuck on him. He's got no roots left, and I go for a blind on this polycast because I don't have trinket, so if he actually got that poly off, I would be in quite a bit of trouble. You see me just get a little bit more combo points off his pet there. I decided to go for a Nightblade because I was unsure of stun DR, and I go for half stun anyway because I realized the Eviscerate will win the duel, and that's the duel. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these duels. If you want to see more of these duels, please let me know in the comments below. I'm hopefully going to get up another video later this afternoon, but first I'm going to go out for lunch with my friend, and I will see you guys all next time.